USF continues renovations on the Sanford Sports Complex, Sioux Falls celebrates Cinco de Mayo, and we take a look back at a recent concert chorale performance. All this and more coming up next on College Week.
From the Chmielewski Fine Arts Center on the campus of the University of Sioux Falls, this is College Week. With Brandon Sandoval, Stefanie Chmielewski, and sports with Brett Geese.
Good morning, I'm Brandon Sandoval.
And I'm Stefanie Chmielewski. Thanks for joining us.
USF has been undergoing several changes over the last few years, including new buildings, renovations, and the shift to the NCAA. Among these fresh starts will be a new logo. After 9 months of deliberation, complete with student surveys, the panel entrusted to selecting the logo has finally announced their decision. The logo was revealed to the public last Thursday morning in a meeting in Zabornik Hall.
3 years ago, the University of Sioux Falls started building their sports complex. With the recent addition of the siding to the building, it is one step closer to being finished. Adam Varenk reports.
The University of Sioux Falls is finishing building the stadium and will have it almost completed this year. USF President Mark Benedetto says they received the beginning funding from a donation 5 years ago.
This is a very unique project, really, when you think of the landscape for higher education. Back 5 years ago is when we first received $1 million gift from one of our donors to buy the land. At the time it was about 30 acres of land. Now it's expanded because we had a couple donations, so it's 38.1 acres. But the first part was to get hold of the property. It was a cornfield at the time. And then the second stage was to hire an architect that would be willing to work as money was raised for the project, because we didn't want to pay an architect from operational funds. For, in some ways, would be really just a dream, a vision. And then we started to raise money, a little at a time. We raised enough money to put the turf down. Little by little then, we put in some temporary locker rooms, and I think it's been 3 years now, but we started to build the stadium from the ground up.
The stadium was built to the point where people could come and enjoy watching USF football games, but now President Benedetto says that it will be more appealing to prospective students.
And what's happening right now is we're wrapping the stadium. Someone even used the term, we're putting the skin on the stadium. It's a prefab concrete product, and it's going to look like it's finished from the street and from the field, which will be a really nice thing, because every day we're recruiting students. Students want to see that this thing is done, you know, and so we think it's going to be a real advantage for us moving forward.
With the economic slump that we are now in, President Benedetto says that we were able to cut a deal with the Sioux Falls Construction to help both USF and Sioux Falls Construction.
They lowered their price to finish the outside of the press box by almost $800,000, and part of that reason was the economy, the slowdown in the economy, and that gave us a little bit of a spark to get it done now, because they were willing to give up some profit to get this project done just to keep their employees working.
For College Week, I'm Adam Varenk.
Last Saturday, Sioux Falls celebrated Cinco de Mayo. College Week's Brett Geese takes a look into the festivities.
Wednesday may have been Cinco de Mayo, but last Saturday the city of Sioux Falls celebrated early with the second annual Cinco de Mayo festival at the falls. This festival has brought the Hispanic community together to celebrate their heritage.
Well, I usually dance every year with the Mariachi of Sioux Falls. This year we didn't do that, but I decided to come dressed up in my traditional dress.
USF students also celebrated the holiday, including Omaha native Liz Thompson.
And I celebrate it at UNO campus in Omaha. There's a big festival kind of thing for it, and they have a lot of food and activities and history and just fun stuff about Mexican. And a lot of times at school in Spanish class we broke piñatas.
Attending the festival is a good way to experience the culture with a great day of food and entertainment.
Anything fresh fried, get all types of food, people, you get to talk with some guy who's selling goods from Guatemala or Costa Rica, or you go and check out the stage. There's 3 different bands going on throughout the day. You got some fresh guys in tuxes up on stage doing some dances. I don't know, it's a pretty good time. You gotta check it out. Cinco de Mayo Festival, downtown, Falls Park. It's a solid time. You wouldn't regret it.
For College Week, I'm Brett Geese.
Coming up after the break, we'll take a look at the recent concert chorale performance. Don't go away.